So Nigel, we're coming to the end of another productive week in training. How have you assessed the last 7 days?
Really good. Although it's Thursday today, it's freezing out there. We had the sleet coming down, it was freezing, it was rain, but the enthusiasm of the lads and the staff was brilliant. Got some good work done today. But it's been a good week in respect of, it was an excellent game against Crewe. Although we only got a point from it, we got a clean sheet. We've been after more clean sheets, we've got that. Luke's only had one save to make. It's a very good save. And again, sometimes it's fine margins. You know, I think we're, since November, I think we're the third leading goal scorers in the division. So we score goals, and another day, Brad Walker's shot just keeps in and we win the game. You know, 𝗦𝗧𝗔𝗬𝗢's been great for us. He's got in 3 or 4 great positions. Unfortunately, the opportunities he's took, he hasn't hit the target with, but another day they do so. So from my point of view, against a tough side, Crewe are very good when you look at it. We knew it would be certain situations. So from my point of view, it was a hard-fought point at home. And then we go to Tuesday night where Liverpool Senior Cup quarter-finals. We now progress to the semi-finals. A great opportunity to progress some of the younger players, get the collaboration between the college and the first team. So, for example, a Jack Bentley, Seb Henderson and 𝗦𝗬𝗢𝗥𝗧. And then we look at a young first-year pro who's come through the college system, and Mikey Davies, and obviously with a goalkeeper in Connor Robson. Opportunities for them to go and play. And then from a point of view of trying to mix it a little bit, some experienced players who need game time. So really pleased that Christian Dennis scored and got 90 minutes. Then a Paul Lewis and a Chris Mary and a Joe Yarney, invaluable game time. And then we got some really young under-21 players, exciting under-21 players. When we look at a Sam Taylor and a James Norris flying wingers the other night, you know, great place, great flair, getting valuable game time. And then we look at 𝗬𝗢𝗨𝗥𝗧 in the middle of the pitch. He's still only 21, still young. He's still young. And then from a point of view, when we look at Dan Pike's only just turned 22 a couple of weeks ago, and then 21-year-old Joe Starbuck, who's been with us. We've extended his contract to the end of the season because he's been injured. I think he's got a lot of talent and a lot of ability, and I'm really pleased that that's his first 90-minute game, his first start since recovering from injury. So all in all, that was really good. And from a point of view where we're trying to develop people, I was really pleased that Neil Downs prepped the team, led the team as part of his development. You know, so really, really important. He did really, really well. And again, a collaboration with the head of coaching, Dan O'Donnell from the football club here. You know, he assisted Danzy for the game. So again, we're trying to get that collaboration. So as we keep moving forward for the future, can we make sure that pathway's there for the youngsters who come through into the first team? Not just players, but coaches. And obviously that evolution is really important. And you've got to start somewhere. So I was really pleased again with the other night.
And you're talking about collaboration and progression. Captain Tom Davies made his 100th appearance for the club last week. How important of a role model is the likes of Tom for the young players, and how has he progressed as a leader since taking on the captain role? Yeah,
very much. He's done really well, especially of late. 100th game, as you rightly say. He's forged a real good partnership with Jordan Table alongside him. Obviously, they did well last season, but at the start of the season, it wasn't as we would have liked because of certain different situations, but obviously both of them have done really well. Stability with Luke McGee behind him. So that triangle, if you like, has been good. Great clean sheet the other day. And again, with Tom Davies being captain and Connor Jennings being club captain, if you like, 2 great role models. They do the right things. They lead by example, they lead by doing, and the support of the teammates. And I think that's an important thing. And if we want to make sure that players can develop, the environment needs to be a learning one, the culture needs to be about the team. And again, if everybody can just daily habits, consistency of daily habits, doing the right things at the right time, and if the senior players are doing it, if the manager's doing it, then we can all do it. And the youngsters, if they're not seeing it, they don't know. These players have played lots of games of football. And all of a sudden, if that's where we want to go, this is our culture, then that's what's expected of you. And you lead by example. So I'm really pleased with Tom Davies. One, as a character, a human being, and obviously the performances he's been putting in.
So we head to Doncaster this weekend. We've now won 3 of our last 4 league fixtures on the road. What do you think that says about the confidence of the group right now?
I think we've shown since probably November, we've had a real good level of consistency. You know, I don't know how many games we've not won, but we've certainly been in a good run of form. I think we're just shy of 2 points a game, which is promotion winning form since November. I think we're the 3rd leading goal scorers in the division, so we score goals. We've got a belief that we can win any game. very mindful and very respectful of the opposition, because this has been a tough division and we can see that, and we plan and we prepare well, but the lads are all together. It's not about one individual, it's about the team. Together everyone achieves more, and we've been doing it consistently on a daily basis with performances and a consistency in performances, and obviously that is now consistently being backed up with a run of positive results. You know, the two games that didn't go our way were very narrow margins. Say it's fine margins sometimes, but the performances on a general have been really good.
Doncaster are currently sitting 22nd and are desperate for a win to aid their survival hopes. So how much of a challenge do you see this weekend's game being?
Every game's a challenge, and obviously I know 𝗦𝗢𝗨𝗥𝗧, 𝗬𝗢𝗨𝗥𝗧, both of them played for me previously at 𝗬𝗢𝗨𝗥𝗧 United, and they've had a real good managerial career so far. So I know they've been expected to do really well this season. You know, they were well backed in the summer window, but I know that they've had challenges to overcome. They are where they are, but from my point of view, it's the next game. So we know it's going to be a very committed game. We've got to be ready for that. We've got to expect the unexpected. Maybe they will change formation. Maybe they will change personnel that they've got, because obviously, as you say, they've got to try and find the next way to go and win a game of football. Whereas we've been able to keep a bit of consistency, but we seriously have to be very, very mindful of the opposition we've got. You know, as you just said there, we've been winning away from home now consistently. We've got to go there believing we can win. However, we know we've got to compete, and we've got to do all the things, you know, basics done well to an elite level to give ourselves an opportunity. And then sometimes it does come down to the fine margins, and when the opportunity is there, we've got to be ruthless and take them.
And just lastly, Nigel, how much closer are the likes of Luke Norris, 𝗬𝗢𝗨𝗥𝗧 and Jake Leake to return into action?
Really pleased that John and Jake Norris have been training with the group. They've been back on the grass. Not all the way through the session, but parts of it. I'm moving in with, as I say, Liam, for example, doing a little bit more. All of the staff, everyone's been great trying to get them ready. So the intention is, can we just keep developing on that? And then from my point of view, the intention is to try and organise a game for the Tuesday after Stockport, and see if we can get a nice game lined up there where they can get some valuable game time, whether it's half an hour, 45 minutes or whatever, or longer than that. But ultimately trying to get them some game time, because you can train, but you need match fitness. And likewise, you know, Luke hasn't played that many games, so it'll be ideal to get him some game time. As the same as John, similar to Joe Starbuck, we think he's got great potential. Shame he got injured. He played in the Walsall game. He's done really, really well on the day. Learnt loads, but he's got a super strength of pace. Wow, can he run? Honestly, wow. It's great. So again, he's had the injury. He's now overcome that, and we're just trying to give young people opportunities to strive to get better all the time. So that's that. And obviously we're mindful of Jake Leake, because sometimes you can be out for a long, long time and it's tough. But we've got a nice environment for him, and everyone cares for him. And he's applied himself really, really well. So he's still going to be a few weeks before we talk about him being involved in training. But hopefully, you know, before the end of the season, we've got him back involved again.